So how are you feeling this morning?
I feel all right. You know, considering the world.
Considering the world, boy. That's the statement.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I got well rested last night.
Yeah.
You know, I decided to shut down early so I can wake up energized.
Yeah.
You know, some days it takes a toll, and I just remind myself to have those cognitive and spiritual resets. I'm ready.
I love it.
I didn't know I was going to meet you today. I know it's going to be a good day, so.
Well, I'm grateful. Yeah. I hope so.
So, let's get started. Peace, family. It's 19 Keys. Welcome to another high-level conversation. Today we exist in a world that can be devoid of light, right? Devoid of color. It can even may seem bleak or dark. And in those times we need inspiration, insight, guidance. We need warmth, right? Oftentimes we don't always have somebody to guide us out of darkness. Those spaces feels tight, right? It feels like nobody knows what you're going through. And most likely it couldn't be farther from the truth. It's just that we're not having conversations and communicating those thoughts and those feelings. I believe that the world is so disconnected from each other, right? That we're seeking stimulation in everything but actual intimacy and connection, right? We overeat, we overindulge, we overwatch, overscroll. And if we had those things inside of us that made us feel true joy, right? That work within those spaces of void, then we wouldn't need any of those things. But that's not yet the world that we have. So when I find people that exist, that I believe are that warmth, right? When I think about this sister, like the color orange comes to mind, right? Similar to like the sun or sunset. I've never seen anybody mad when a sunset happened or a sunrise, because that's when you are in alignment and in tune with the cosmos, right? We are still a people that disconnected from the best ways of eating properly for our mood, for our joy. How do you eat for success? How do you live for success? Right? As somebody that I've studied her journey, and I don't think she's ever been ordinary, but she comes from ordinary places, right? But always believed in the extraordinary. And I think there's so many people that believe in their extraordinary but don't know how to get there, right? And we typically arrive there as long as we never stop believing in ourselves. The moment we stop believing, then we stop processing, right? We kill our own journey before we arrive. Not understanding the lessons you were supposed to learn before you got there. Because it's not just important about arriving to a destination. You have to be in a place to where you can maintain space there and be deserving of it. So, in this world that we're living in today, of darkness, this conversation will be a light for many. I call my mother and my sisters who love her, and I asked them, why do you love her? And they all had different reasons. They say her authenticity, her joy, her genuineness, her journey, her marriage, her life. She shows us what's possible, right? And my sister, who is very deeply spiritual, said that I met her once before, and she had some of the most authentic, resonating energy of anybody that I ever met in my life, right? And I thought that was important to say because she has a large women's audience that look to her. And today I want to speak to that energy that I think the feminine in this world may be missing some of that guidance and trying to get to this space that they see in her, that they receive from her every single day as she shows up. And I know it's not easy to show up warm in a cold world. Today I'm talking about Tabitha Brown, the light of the culture. Welcome.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you to your family.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I actually want to, maybe about 30 minutes, I'm going to call my sister and see if she has a question for you.
I love it.
So, Miss Tabitha, how did we get here?
You invited me.
Show up in a way that people want you to show up. How do you still make that choice to walk in that light, to be like, I'm about to still show y'all what this good energy like,
Oh, it's my truth though.
Yeah.
Right? But choosing joy, I do believe joy lives inside of me, right? And there are days I have to choose to pull from it.
Yeah.
Right? They're definitely dark days, and I have shared those days as well. But I've been in the dark.
Yeah.
It ain't no fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to reside there.
Yeah.
You know, so I pull from the joy that I know is there.
Yeah.
Because I also know I'm on assignment.
Yeah.
And my assignment is to spread love, to be joyful, right? So that others can see that who need it. And when I can't pour from it in the most authentic way, if it's too heavy, I don't show up.
Man, that's key right there. You can say that again. No, it's real. I don't.
I don't want to be fake.
People call me. I won't answer. It got nothing to do with you. It got everything to do with me. I'm not in that space.
If I can't show up the way I want you to feel, I'm not going to show up.
Yeah, it's capacity.
Yeah.
You know, I think capacity matters so much. Spiritual capacity, cognitive capacity, mental capacity. And I don't think people do that enough, because a lot of people are people pleasers, because they feel like if I'm not doing something for you, you won't love me.
I mean, we are better together, right?
100%.
If we all can strategize together and communicate with each other and keep forward movement and lifting each other up in the process, I think the world will be a better place.
Well, thank you, Tabitha Brown, for existing. Thank you for being here.
You.
Thank you for seeing us and showing us ourselves. Thank you for existing at the height of your higher self, right? I know it hasn't been easy, and it can be easy. I think we often think of people with success as having easier lives. No, they're giving themselves more responsibility, right? And that responsibility comes with a burden of power, right? And discipline and consistency and showing up when you don't want to show up, whether you're going through perimenopause, right, or not, which I think is important to say, because a lot of our women are working, and they're working through more things than people can see. It's the invisible battles that we need to make visible. Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate you. This being your high-level conversation.
Good. Thank you. Well, very good. Congratulations to you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Tell your mama and your sister and them I said thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate them.
When we do that festival, I'm going to give you a call.
Yes, I would love to be involved. Let me know. I absolutely will. All right. Got my high level here.
There you go.
Y'all gonna see me sipping.
Looking forward to
it. It ain't gonna make me cut up, is it?
Nah.
Okay.
This will relaxed focus, no jitters.
Okay, perfect.
You know that stuff that give you jitters, that's mold in the coffee. Our stuff is organic, pesticide free.
And you know what, you're right. Because when I was in Europe, I had an espresso, which I can't do here really. No jitters.
No jitters.
It was like, I was like, what is this coffee?
It's that American made stuff.
It do. Lord knows. But I'm excited. That's right.
Again, appreciate you being flexible with us.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.